Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the road to Bad Blood. Hopefully, no bad blood between us by the end of this episode, but you never know. Someone may share information about themselves that causes a bit of a personal vendetta, but I'm sure that didn't happen before we hopped into this recording. Also, I got two other gentlemen here with me. Hello, Cheek.
Hello, Cody.
Hello, Canada.
Hi, I didn't admit anything before this episode started, so
Yeah.
let's continue.
Yeah, interesting. And I took a peek because we all had various travel and chaos going on, so it's been a few weeks since we've recorded one. I am going first, so these gentlemen get
Good.
a little extra time
Thankfully.
for mental regroup
Let's go.
as I just stare into the eyes of the Canadian Clippler.
It's poetic, really.
Truly. He got his match with Shaq though, so he's good. I'm gonna check first off, just make sure anytime it's been missed since we record, I always peek the promises so I don't accidentally do anything bad. The game wants us to go underground for I know a guy 3, which is pretty solid, and I think we could probably do that with what I had in mind. We don't have a lot of money because last episode, I forget who we extended, but we extended either Tony and or Shaq with money. I think we extended one with money, one with card, and then we also signed Mankind. Right now our shakeup is anybody level 20 or higher is giving popularity boosts to whoever's in the match with them. So you can see like the New Day, Tony, Shaq, they've all benefited from that pretty well so far. So we brought in Mankind for that. But we don't have a lot of money, so look at the power cards. Literally nothing I'm going to be buying here. Don't know if I'll be using any this week. The tricky spot I'm going to be in here is I wanted to take my two women's feuds on the singles side, so Tamina and Julia, Tatum and Io, and run a match with all four of them at Bad Blood. However, I don't have anything else as of now, pending how this show goes, that could blow off on the go-home show. So I might have to pivot and have the ladies fight on the go-home show and then take something else to the pay-per-view. But we're going to hope for a nice little productive show here. So I don't have to pivot because what I wanted to do was take these four ladies and do a gauntlet match because I have a gauntlet power card. I've seen you guys run your gauntlet, so I want to do a gauntlet. And we haven't had a women's gauntlet yet. But I got to see how this show goes first. So that said, we're going to dive in. Underground match. I don't remember what I assume it's high stamina. Literally high stamina cost. 50% injury chance. Get extra fans if you injure somebody. Do I have somebody that could get hurt that I don't need at the pay-per-view? I do not. Technically, I could try to injure Asuka here, but it wouldn't be in a feud. So using this to hurt somebody's feelings doesn't feel like the move. I could go. So I have two thoughts: Axiom and Kofi, or Woods and Mankind. I think I'm gonna go Woods and Mankind because if Kofi and Axiom get to level 3, I would definitely need that match on the next show. And if their stamina gets drained, they'd be fine this week, but potentially injured next week, which could get tricky as I transition to the stretch run to pay-per-view 4. So we're going to go Mankind and Woods in the underground here. So kind of looking around, we've got the Baldies feuding with Snips and Clips. I think we definitely get Kofi and Axiom in here. Tamina and Julia is already level 4. I think we go Tatum. Yeah, Tatum and Io are both mid-50s on stamina, so we can run that. The women's tag feud, I don't think I'm going to book here because I don't want that to end yet. So I think we're going to save that, let them fight as a level 2 feud on the go-home show, and then we can carry that into the next sort of month of booking. So I'm going to hold on that. So I got to think what I want to do. Chris Sabin randomly got in a feud with Nathan Frazier, which I don't intend to pursue because it's face-face. But I could do... Let's do this. since we have that shakeup for level 20 plus given popularity boost, I could go like this and give this has the Sabin Fraser feud, and they have 3 distinct classes. Kevin Nash gives those guys a popularity boost, so we can run that, I think. And if Kevin Nash replaces somebody in the feud, I can force feed that. One more match. We might go Sips and Clips versus DeBaldies here. Sips and Clips are really good at losing matches, so I keep just assuming that one or both of them is going to storm out at some point. I do have power cards for morale, but I don't know if I want to use it on level 3 guys when
You do.
I might need it for someone big later on, or, you know, season 3, season 4 if we get there. Always got to be long-term mindful. Promo-wise, I think we're going to try to get Six and Tony to level 4. I think that's going to be my backup if I don't have the ladies. At the pay-per-view, I think we do Six and Tony. So we're going to do the KFC double down here. They're both pretty low on stamina. So if they fight on the next show, Six will be a threat for injury. We would have to make that decision, but I think this is my backup plan for the play match. And then we don't have a lot money-wise. So I think we're going to go self-promo Farouk. We tuckered him out by putting him in matches all the time because he has that ability to get 1,000 fans every time he's in a match. But he has not been featured recently, so his popularity has taken a major hit because of it. So we'll give him a shot. To me, he's one promo. What's Julia's also one promo. Okay. I was saying give one of them a self promo too. I might still do it. They just run the risk when their promo skill is that low of not getting popularity. But I think we're still gonna give Julia a shot. I'll probably regret that when everyone boos on the game and then she gets -1 pop. But we're gonna see if she can pull off a miracle there. We'll go like this, and then match order. What's the quality boost of this? Quality boost is high, but I don't think it's good enough in main. I think one of these two should main with a stip on it.
You're my main.
Ooh.
Thank you. Is Canada your side piece?
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
He's a good opener. It'd be disrespectful to be like he's in my mid card.
Yeah.
He's a mid.
Ugh. I'll open for
Armando's my mid.
That might even be too much for him. He's like match 2. He's like the curve that you don't even need to hit, but you make sure to do it anyway.
Just nestled away to fill out the card.
Right.
He's literally just a necessity.
Bare necessity. I think this is what I'm gonna run with. So we went Extreme Rules, Kofi, and Axiom, because their match specialties are Iron Man, which we just did that a couple weeks ago. So I don't +2 popularity. Stamina cost is very high though, which would just run me into the reason I didn't do the underground. Medium cost for Extreme Rule compared to the high cost of underground, so hopefully these guys go next week. Ambulance, we could do this for the blow-off match next week, where the loser would get injured for a couple weeks, but we need them next week, so that's why that's Extreme Rules. I think I feel good with the other stuff. That completes our challenge. Seasonal challenges, just as a refresher, I don't anticipate getting any of the other ones. We haven't booked a single cage match. I doubt I do 8 TLC. And then this one, where my money's at now, I don't think I'm going to have a show where I have 5 different match stipulations booked. So that one also skedaddles. Do I want to use anything? Depending how the rivalries go, this might get used on the go home show if I don't feel confident in it. I think I'm also actually gonna, because I never know when to pop this. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the best offense now. So this stops anything Canada, Cheek, or Armando would potentially play next week, which would then be a card that hits at Bad Blood. I feel like it's a card that, in theory, is a great card, but for our purposes, we've never really had too amazing of a use of it. We've figured out workarounds, and all it is probably like Cheek Canada either weren't going to do anything, and they're like, okay, or they were going to do something, they're like, I'll just do it later now. So we're going to go ahead and just use it. So, to where if they're going to hit me at Bad Blood, for stuff at Bad Blood, they're going to have to use like multiple cards to get something to go through. Because I think the go home show is going to be potentially rough for me, and that'll hopefully allow me to still have a good play when the blood is bad. I think we're golden. We're going to go ahead, send it in.
Ooh, okay. Oh, shit. We're going to go that last. Brooks Jensen said, see that? It worked. This show worked out great. Everything went off without a hitch. He wanted the new crew, and we got him the new crew, and he's on a roll this season, which actually I felt like he's on a losing streak when I was watching some episodes back to get refreshed for this record. He got pinned at the last pay-per-view in the tag team match, losing the tag titles, and he lost his match last episode against Obafemi. So kind of tough for Brooks, but he's very happy about it. So that's kind of like the deranged mindset I like to see. Sean Spears says, thanks for the match against Sammy and R-Truth. Knew it'd be easy. Didn't expect to be that easy. I'm amazing. Hell yeah. It's Canadians for you. Just resilient. Got 3 Canadian champions on my show. 4, actually. Natalia. Forgot about her. Let's go.
The bias is real.
That's actually crazy. Insane. I don't have any fixed match cards. Boys. Just happens that way. Triple H says, we got the results for the ad agency. It came back. It's my ad agency. How'd I do?
10,000 fans.
Oh, 0K.
Just a literal break even. That's tough.
What the?
I don't think I've ever seen it just be like, it's the same.
Nothing.
You
got
lost
nothing.
30 fans last week.
Hell yeah. Well, you know what? You don't lose anything, so we got nothing to lose. Let's see what we can do with another week. Abyss's contract is coming up pretty soon. We don't have to worry about that. Worry about that later. I am also going to look, make sure, we completed everything. Got some contract signs. Do not book our most popular available specialist this week for contract negotiation. We're going to have to definitely try and do that. Who is the most popular special? It is Natalia. That's kind of tough, but I guess Becky Lynch will be calling her out instead. Because we're going to get that. We need 4 weeks. 4 weeks is very, very good. So we're going to call out. Becky Lynch needs the time off anyways, so we weren't going to have them fight. It would have been just better to have Natalia call out Becky Lynch, but I guess we'll save that for next week. Kevin Owens also needs some time off because we got to blow off a feud next week. We're going to try to blow off this Demon Finn Balor feud, but of course, we got some crazy things on the go here. Karrion Kross, Randy Orton.
Recently, not necessarily released, but contract not renewed. Karrion Kross.
Contract, yeah. Is it a work? Is it a work?
Stay
People ask.
tuned.
Karrion Kross is gonna call out Randy Orton, and I think we give Randy Orton the week off. See, I'm thinking of a fatal 4-way at the pay-per-view. Or I run the tag team back again. I don't know which one is the move, but my mind is telling me, well, Brooks is up there in popularity too, man. Abyss, I don't know. I mean, I guess Brooks is still riding off his Discord exclusive platinum album there. So if you wanna get tuned in on that, if you missed the first season, go to the Discord. And we got Drew McIntyre, AJ Styles, trying to get locked back in on what I got to do here. So I think...
Just press L3 and just auto book.
You know what? It's not a bad option this week, to be honest with you. See what happens. But it's not what I'm going to rock.
What, you're gonna sign the Rock?
I'm signing the Rock, dude. AJ Styles is gonna call it. We're just having a call out kind of day here on Raw to make sure we're ready to go either for the pay-per-view. Where do I save this for the pay-per-view? Damn. Girls, ladies. We'll have to see.
I think that's the first time I ever heard you just say girls. That was crazy.
Girls.
Are you okay?
Girls.
No, I'm wild this week. But I forgot we gotta book some matches too. Shit.
Wow, there's Dr. Punching Stone.
Hell yeah, dude. That's gonna be a match this week, I think.
Yeah, throw him in.
Although he needs a win in the worst way, so I think we might have to do something like that.
I mean, our
see
Trizzy's
what-
smiling with teeth, so.
He's smiling with teeth. He'll be happy with it. He's fine.
Yes, bend the knee to Dr. Punching Stone.
Hell yes. We've got tag teams galore here. Oh, buddy, this is not what I was thinking here. Okay, we might have to turn these into some matches and hope people don't get injured. Like this could be a match, and I think we're gonna try to do a submission match between these two boys. Our champion has to come out last. Right now, that is our main event. See if we can do something better than that. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens both need a week off. So it might be a tag match at the pay-per-view. Not sure just yet. Stay tuned.
Stay dialed.
Stay dialed, dude. This is actually really tough on me.
What? No
Randy
more
Orton-
Canadians to book?
I know, I don't have them, dude. So I can't book Natalia. Just gotta remember that. This needs to go up without a match. That's why I'm hoping I can get this to level 4 by next week, even though they're gonna take a hit in stamina.
Yeah,
Almost
he's a little
Stams, but
Drew McIntyre.
he's Drew McIntyre, dude. Who do I have in good graces of face-to-face Demon Finn Balor? Absolutely nobody. Literally,
I know.
I don't have anybody.
Better go sign a Canadian.
Please.
I
We
might have
yearn
to.
for
He's
it.
even Raw, which is, I feel like, the most Canadian of the brands due to the color scheme.
Exactly. Red and white? Hell yeah, brother. Okay. I think we're gonna go. I might have to try to sign some Canadians. I don't know.
Look at
Cheek,
you.
he'd
I
probably give
guess
you-
I'll. Yeah.
I was gonna say you'd probably give you half his roster for Bret Hart after his play.
Ooh, Paragon J. Peter. Paragon
Too
J.
bad,
Peter.
too bad that isn't a filter. You can't search by Canadian. Like,
That would be great. I'd use all my money on that. I don't know if it's worth going an established star for 1 week to try to
No,
get.
I would say you'd want to go to level 25 and get an immortal.
yeah, at that point,
dude.
just not play the
It's gonna
games.
cost 5, and then it's gonna cost like a couple thousand to sign them. I think it might be worth it just to not have kombucha.
What's going on, man?
And we got all ladies, which we need some men's. We're gonna spend another 10. Logan Paul pops up, but he's bad boy. Kombucha and Chuck McSwaggin are both out here. So welcome to the brand, Kombucha and Chuck McSwaggin. Hopefully that little boost in popularity there, ring experience rather, will be enough, because I need a tune-up match for the Abyssal Brothers. It's not going to be these boys. It's going to be these boys. Get them a win to get them ready for maybe the pay-per-view or the go-home show. Stay tuned to find out which one it's going to be. Because basically one of these is going to be, or Demon Finn Balor. Is he still calling out? Okay, that's going to be level 4. Yeah, stay tuned.
And while you're staying tuned, you might as well like the video and see if you're subscribed to the channel. Fix it if you're not. So you
That's
can
a
have
great
more
idea.
amazing content like this.
Like this.
Like this. Wonder when people had to stop staying tuned. Like when they finally had
us?
like
Never.
digital. No, like when they had like digital fully digital dials instead of just the little knobs. They had to like.
I bet there were
tune in.
people that thought that was like devil stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Because they also said don't touch that dial because you gotta
Yeah.
make sure you don't mess up
Oh,
your
true.
reception.
Don't touch that dial.
They touch it, then it gets all staticky. They're like, no.
it's like when
Anyways.
Nemo touched the butt.
Don't touch the butt.
That's what Cody says to me when he comes over.
We got one more match here to kind of create. I don't know if I need to sign somebody else or not.
Yes, please.
Well, let's go give Chuck McSwaggin. I got the ability to give him a perk. We're gonna give him Falls Count Anywhere.
Oh, looking perky.
Perky. So my other options are no, not the Red Flame.
Yes.
I actually need somebody good, a
What
good
are you
boy.
talking
Hank.
about?
No, I meant like a good boy. Like a face.
okay.
We're gonna go ahead and sign Paragon J. Pierce.
He is a good boy.
And our last matchup is going to be these two in an ambulance match. I think
Someone's
so.
gonna hurt.
Maybe a last man standing. Why is that a low quality boost, dude? That should be high, but well, good, medium at least. Last man standing. I want to watch a last man standing match.
Well, then you got to book in a Bad Blood.
You should write a hasty letter to 2K.
I might have to. Okay. Ambulance, but I don't think it's going to rate really well. I'm just hoping it gets more than 1 star by giving an ambulance match to 2 jobbers. Not sure if that will work. This should at least rank something decent. If I have a fixed match card, I'm going to give
Use on
it
Kevin
to...
Owens.
No. We're gonna
fix him
buy
to
it.
win the promo.
And instead, we're going to give this to Dr. Punching Stone. Where is he? There he is. Punching Stone. He's going to win his match. That way we could take off the GM interference, and that match won't rate any worse than it will. It almost kind of makes me want to put it up at number 1 just because they're feud. And let's throw an Extreme Rules onto that. I'm trying to do stuff. We're going to spend a little money this episode because the card isn't that terrific. I think we'll just do this. And submission match. Alrighty, I think that's what I'm going to rock for now. Don't think I want to use anything else just yet. I've said that every single week.
Ooh.
Queens of the Ring. We'll worry about that later. But I think for now, let me look. I'll put it on the line. We'll put the belt on the line just to give that an extra boost. But I think other than that, we're going to lock it in and just make sure we did our... Yep, make sure that. Just want to make sure. What do I need here? Tables. Maybe I do a tables match. I have to make sure we get all these. I don't think I'm going to do 10 submission matches. We got a tag match on the line. But this now has to be a tables match. There we go. Yeah. That looks good to me. So lock it in.
Okay. Now that that's locked in, let's see what we could do at NXT. Okay, Javon Evans is absolutely pissed. He wants 100,000. He just got in a feud with Honky Tonk Man. He's only 50 pop. I don't think it warrants paying Javon Evans. So I'm going to have to give him the hard news. And we get a nice chunk of cash. I appreciate the title shot. Rey Mysterio is happy. Feels great to be the champion. I guess it's NXT 2.0. Wow. All right. Cool. And Ray is happy. So, all right. Getting started here. My challenges. Next table match is going to get us a card. 10 shows with a training promo. So we're going to get School 3. So those are going to be sweet. Easy to get. Tag team champ with tag team matches. We're on the cusp of that as well. So if we book a tag match, a tag tables match, and a training promo, we're gonna get just ass blasted with
And
cards.
you'll get a trophy.
Oh yes, I need the trophies. And then Hell in a Cell. That's a tough one to get because Hell in a Cells cost money, and we don't have money on this brand. Okay. That one just happened by pure luck. I don't even remember doing that. That must have been some PLE thing. But all right, book 3 Gauntlet matches. I think I got the card unlocked now, so we may. Wait, did they misspell that? Does that say Gauntlet? Yeah,
Definitely does. That's the issue.
Wow.
Been booking gauntlets instead of gauntlets.
yeah, because right below it says Gauntlet Master, and then
That's
right there.
That's
Hot.
crazy.
Yeah, they
Gauntlet.
totally misspelled it. So, look at this.
Hello.
Breaking news on the CodyVerse. Brought it to you here
we
first.
figured
This
it
is the
out.
first ever we saw.
Let us
Alright,
know in the
anyways.
comments. Do you prefer gauntlets or gauntlets?
Give me the Gauntlet. Bone pick. Start 5 rivalries by running in. And 10 shows with a self. I only did that once. Good lord, dude. I'm just lost this season. Okay. Contract negotiation 2. If we have a gauntlet match. It does say gauntlet, so I gotta be
Gauntlet
careful.
eliminator too, so make sure you pick.
Ooh,
that.
gauntlet
That's-
eliminator. Good lord. All right.
That's the one also, because I think Cheek, you and I both recently unlocked that. The winner of a gauntlet eliminator match, you have to double check, but they get weeks added to their contract if they're not on a permanent deal. I forget how many weeks it is though, because we haven't been in a spot to book them yet.
Wow. Okay, a lot going on. So before we get dug in, we're gonna just look through these. I don't know if there's anything I want to pop or anything I want to do yet. Look at that card, dude. Oh,
Chill out.
yeah, your ring level's gonna suck when I use that. All right. Let's see. Who can we boost up? Who can we prop up? Who can we?
Ooh.
I think I
2 new
see
perks?
some 2 new perks. Oro Mensa might be a star. But I think, could we get Triton?
Level
To
20.
level 20! Oh, from Jobber to freaking Legend. Alright, so we got a lot of perkies to pop too. Ooh. I think we're going to make Fallon Henley a giant. I feel like giants are always good to have.
Not
So
that
there we
many in the
go.
women's division either, so.
No, not really. It's pretty high value. And then specialist and fighter. I'm a sucker for the specialist, so I like the versatility. So we're gonna give him specialist. And then Triton's big ass. So he already has special guest referee. But now does he have submission or extreme? What says Triton more? Just making somebody tap out or just getting out all the toys from under the ring? I think extreme rules. Just more chaos, more fun. King. Okay. Alright. And Candice LeRae is still busy for a week. So. Alright, I think that's everything. So. We're gonna get into it here. Batista Gunther got a feud coming down. I do want to. Where's he at? Where's that shitty wrestler at? There he is. Okay. Okay.
Damn it. Look how many Canadians you have.
What are you talking about? I hate
Chris
Canadians.
No,
Yeah.
you don't. No, you don't.
Oh, what was the damn thing? Who was it? Batista.
Oh yeah, Brett Tista. Forgot about that.
Who would a good? They're feuding with each other, so it's not like we can. Okay, so they're not gonna. Well, let's just get them match. The Usos. I feel like that's a good dip their toe in the tag team water match. But let me see what I got for Brett in terms of if I have a thingy. Do I have? I don't think I. Oh, look at that!
At the
Tucked
buzzer.
away in the back
Damn.
pocket. All right, now let's make sure. because I just want to get that promise out of the way and unlock the tag team chemistry. So this is gonna be gone. So that's good. No other promises to get. So we need a Gauntlet eliminator match as well. And then we just need a training promo to be booked. So a lot going on the brand. There it is. 60,000.
3 weeks for the winner.
Wow. Okay. So who has? Rey Mysterio's got contract expiring. Who else has contract expiring for the men? Okay, Honky Tonk. And that's it. And the only other one is Stacy, but obviously cannot. So, all right, I think it's good to put Rey. Man, Honky Tonk's gonna get hurt. This sucks, but is it even worth it? Let's roll the dice. This might be a big blunder. This could be a big misstep, but I think I get injury rehab as one of my cards for one of the achievements I'm doing, so maybe we just bring him back to life that way. And just pray it's not a super long injury. Alright, so who else that actually has stamina? I feel like we need to get Braun in here. And do we want Sandman? Or do we want Triton's big ass? Triton's a lot lower stamina. So I think let's just get Sandman. Alright. And then we're gonna do... Is this gonna be order entry or not? No.
If
Probably.
we were watching it, the order entry would be left to right. I have no idea if it matters when you simulate, but I would say probably put Rey on the far right. Rey and Honky Tonk is last, just in case it matters on the sim.
Yeah. Okay. Man, should we... Yeah, we got to give him a chance to extend his contract, so... Yeah, let's get... that. We're going to put that on. We're going to get that sauced up. And then, alright, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we're working with. Soul and Trish. About to pop off. We're going to put that tables match. 57-67. Oh man, that's going to be a tough card to figure out. Okay, we're cooking. Okay, so that needs another week, so we could have... I don't think we're gonna have another lead. I think. Batista's on hold. Might just have a Dragunov fight Eddie Thorpe. Just for the sake of having a match where people might not get hurt. And then we just gotta have one more.
One more.
Can we do it? Can we pull off the impossible? I think we're gonna have to just tank a match and... No, we're just gonna throw this in. We're gonna do that. All right. There we go. So that's actually not too terrible. And then I need what? Training promo. So let's see what we got here. Who needs a little training? Who needs to hit the weights? Who needs to get in the gym? let's get. I think it would behoove us to keep. Let's get Thea Hale. Let's try to get her.
E-Hale?
I either try to get Oro, push him to 20, or get Thea Hale, work 10. But I think at this point in time, I want her to keep pushing the rivalry, so I think we're going to train Oro. And then do some call-out action there. Gunther's big ass. And then Stacy's only 3 on the mic. What are we doing? We'll just have Stacy self-promo. I think I needed a self-promo.
Yeah, you
Guess we'll
needed,
just
like,
work on
9
Well,
shows.
she got
with
legs.
that.
So yeah, I guess grinding away on the self-promo. Yeah, she does have legs, but does she have a voice? All right. So I think we're all good. That's a pretty good show. That's pretty fun. And we should get a lot of cards coming our way. We'll get 1, 2, 3, plus this one. That'll be 4 cards. Do I want to buy anything, though? I might need this for Honky Tonk Man. I might pop one in the clip. And then... do I want to replace... do I want to sign anybody since I lost... what's-his-face? Javon Evans.
Oh.
But then it's just another contract I gotta do.
Could put him in
I
the
would have-
eliminator match and see if they win it.
Oh my gosh, that would be saucy. I could. What do I got? 100 and... about 180,000 pre-search. This would get you to 100, about 100,000. We need a man. We need a man.
Here we go. Oh shit! Oh,
Yeah, I did it.
Oh shit!
Oh, new Roddy Piper, Ultimate Warrior. Oh man, Bubba,
Them some options.
dude. Okay,
Gotta check those
Okay.
perks too. Sometimes that level promo skill just is 5 because he's swamp.
superstars in a match with the superstar have a chance to gain 2 popularity.
Ooh.
All right, so Piper's gonna make you famous. Workaholic. He regains 8 stamina instead of 6 whenever they cut a promo. But he's only 3 out of 5 on the mic. Rowdy's 5 out of 5. Obviously, Ultimate is 5 out of 5. Free health spa 1. So after each PLE, we just get a health spa 1. That's not bad.
Not bad.
You could stack those over time, but... Ba-ba. So he's got casket match, special guest referee, Gauntlet eliminate, man. Backstage brawl, Gauntlet eliminator.
I mean, if you are signing the person and putting them in the match, Warrior or New Jack would be match specialty.
Yeah, I know. My initial, if I just wanted to sign one, looking at any of the perks, any of the extra ancillary pieces that go into making, like to add Ultimate Warrior to the brand, and he is the most popularity, and he is the most stamina. So I think we're gonna try to get him.
Warriors.
So I got 100. What is that? About 130,000 to spend. So I can just sign him 4 weeks right now if I wanted to empty my clip. But I want a little wiggle room, so I'm gonna sign him for 3 weeks, so I don't shoot almost all my cash. So Ultimate Warrior.
Who does he
On the
replace?
brand. I think now. Ooh, whoops, wrong match. I think. I think we can give Sandman. Actually, we're gonna leave Sandman in. He's not. He's not. He's not very. His morale's a little. So. I want him fighting in matches just to see what he does.
And then if you still want that to be tied away, I'll flip it back on.
There. All right, so that sauces things up a little bit. Gets Sandman or gets Braun Breaker. He gets a little time off. Actually, do I want to replace? Oh, he's only 3 as well. His popularity's lower, so maybe it behooves me. I don't know.
Behooves.
It doesn't really matter. It's kind of, yeah. So I'm just gonna leave it as is. So there we go. Warrior coming to the ultimate brand, and yeah, I think we're good. So let's roll.
And unfortunately, we're rolling into ECW to kick things off. But Charlie Dempsey, he came in, got a shot at the ECW World Championship, won said championship. But race on ECW, Angelo Dawkins, he's been,
man.
wanting to prove his worth. The protected man that wasn't drafted gets his moment, made his statement. Now he's got a shot at the world title. Can he get it done in the opening match? No.
No, absolutely not.
Not yet, because Charlie Dempsey is a different type of shark on ECW. 3.5 stars. Charlie Dempsey gets the win. And Giovanni Vinci says, look, buddy, I've got one more bowl of loser soup waiting for you. Name the time, name the place, Armando. I'll make it happen. The rivalry. Level 4. Scarlett, who is just unbeatable. But since I said that, is probably going to be beaten by either Nia Jax or Molly Holly. Molly Holly gets it done in this triple threat match. 2.5 stars for her victory. Kit Wilson out to the ring and says, do you guys wish that Pretty Deadly was in the ring? And nobody says anything. Tough scenes. Lash Legend started a rivalry with Wendy Chu, and one of these two might be taking a nap in a morgue due to an injury. That wouldn't be a morgue, though. That's if you die. Hopefully neither of them die. Lash Legend gets victory. 3 stars, no death, no injuries. Everyone's thriving. Rivalry up to level 3. And then Pat McAfee comes to the ring, and I saw before the little ring popped up, dude, he's getting pissed on ECW, man. The AOP, they had it all. Things have slowly fallen into dissension for them. Pat McAfee trying to get things on the right track, and he does so by getting 3 fans to the cause. And then Kiana James, Nikita Lyons. Nikita Lyons called out Kiana for, somebody that recaps the cards for getting her name. And that's been the spark to this feud, and it was enough of a spark for Nikita to get a 3-star victory. And then A-Town Down Under comes out to the ring and says, okay, we heard Kit Wilson earlier, but seriously, we'll fight Pretty Deadly if you guys want it. And nobody says anything. So there's no rivalry. And in the main event, Eddie Guerrero came over to ECW, defeated Omos, mocked him for being unable to win. Longtime television champion, had a lot of good momentum. That momentum has fallen apart. Eddie Guerrero doesn't have scars like Los Lotharios do, but tonight Omos finds a way to get back on track, pins Eddie Guerrero to the mat. 3 stars on that match, 2 levels on that rivalry. And then we head over to WCW. Xavier Woods has started a feud with Mankind, and Xavier Woods is in the ring to start the show. He wants Mankind one-on-one, and all of a sudden he hears from the back, it's me, Mankind, and Xavier, I will fight you in that ring, but I want to make things a little bit interesting. While we can't fight in the boiler room, I've talked to Sonya, and we're going to take away the ropes. We're going to put a guy that kind of looks like Fat Joe to stand on the outside with other fans. And we're going to have an underground match. But for some reason, these matches have disqualifications. And luckily for Mankind, he didn't. get disqualified. He did what he had to do. Xavier Woods, very thrown off by the sudden change in stipulation, was very scared, very intimidated. Mankind put on that dirty, nasty sock, shoved it down the gold of Xavier Woods, getting the victory in a 4-star match. The rivalry level 2, and then new world order 6 comes out to the ring, mocking Tony D'Angelo. Remember, I'm trying to remember, we were in the Czech Republic, but it was what, Cleveland, and it was SummerSlam Prime Minute Maid. Like, a lot happened that night. But on that night, we saw Tony D'Angelo's return, but he came up short. 6 put Farouk through the table. Tony D'Angelo is revealed. He's got a 1-1 title shot. But 6, it's a joke. It's a joke that Tony D'Angelo is getting to come back in, gets an opportunity to handle him the first night, and that 6 has to deal with him again one-on-one. He should be getting new challenges. In fact, 6 thinks him and Kevin Nash should just fight with each other for the world title. Have buddies clash. That's the ratings. The NWO is the ratings, not Tony and WCW. And then, they lose again. Snips and clips.
They suck.
They've yet to win a match when I don't do GM interference. They made the part from the brand because of it. Look, they're great at cutting hair, but clearly they have not been able to cut it in the ring. The Baldies get a 3-star victory here. They continue to build momentum as a tag team. And then Farouk is backstage, and our fucking Mean Gene Okerlund, man, it's WCW. Bring him back. He's back. He's been back. All right, I rose him from the dead in a previous episode. Mean Gene is our backstage interviewer, and he's talking to Farouk, and he says, Farouk, you were the world champion. You lost your title. You haven't had a match since. You know, some people are saying that you've been lost in the shuffle a little bit. You've got to try to get back. Yo, Farouk, what are your thoughts to that? And he just goes, damn! And then he walks off. End of the interview. He gets 4 fans, though, so that's pretty cool. See if he can build it back up. Tatum Paxley has been feuding with Io Sky and has formed a bit of a friendly obsession with Io Sky. She is enthralled by her offense, by her charisma, everything she brings to the table. And in fact, as this match begins, Tatum Paxley is wearing matching attire to Io Sky, and it throws Io completely off her game. She goes to attack Tatum Paxley. Tatum fires back, but Tatum doesn't fire back with her offense. She fires back with Io's offense. So Io Sky's scouting report's in shambles. Her mental is in shambles. And Tatum Paxley goes to the top rope, hits the moonsault for the 1-2-3, getting a 3.5-star win, pushing their rivalry out to level 4. Hey, and then backstage, Tony is at his favorite pizzeria. And rather than the NWO black and white, it's like red, white, and green, because of Italy, And he says, 6, you're a bit of a punk, You can say X marks a spot on that punk. I came back to WCW because I was unrightfully taken away from my biggest moment. I beat your big doofus of a friend Kevin Nash in that TLC match. And I don't know what Sonya's got planned for us, but Sonya, I trust that general manager. She brought me back because she knew what they did to me was wrong. Next week, or if Sonya has to pivot because things don't go as expected, then maybe a Bad Blood. But regardless, I will beat your ass at whatever the match type is. I will take back my WCW World Championship. And when it's all said and done, I'll take on any and all comers as long as they don't wear your nasty black and white New World Order. And then Kevin Nash comes out in his nasty black and white New World Order gear, and he's pretty pissed. And he wants to cut a promo, but before that happens, Chris Sabin and Nathan Frazier, they're arguing about who's more exciting in the ring. They work their way to the ring. It ends up being a triple threat match, and Kevin Nash just handles business. You know, the phrase he used back in the day, this is an old Kevin Nash quote. He said, vanilla midgets is what he felt about some of the cruiserweights. That's how he felt about Chris Sabin and Nathan Frazier in this match. Vanilla little people couldn't hang with them. And tonight, at least, he proved that. Sabin and Frazier, they started blaming each other for the loss after the match. And their rivalry goes to level 2 because of it. 3.5 stars. Kevin Nash getting that victory. Julia comes off himself promo. How does it go? Okay. It's not negative. It's not negative, you know. So we'll take that. Julia tried to get the crowd behind her, and the crowd did not get behind her even a little bit. But hey, nobody left the building when she cut the promo. And main event, Extreme Rules, Kofi Kingston and Axiom have been going back and forth in this feud. They're trying to build momentum. These guys are trying to put in a claim. They heard what Tony said earlier tonight. Now, we don't know. You know, Six could hang on to the top, but if Tony gets the title, it's kind of an open forum for the next challenger. These guys are trying to prove they might be worthy. And tonight, Axiom, he can't talk, but damn it, he can wrestle. 4 stars on that match. He gets another victory over Kofi. Rivalry up to level 3, where they will probably fight next week to finish off that feud. And then we're going to go ahead and send it over to Raw.
Send it right on over. Thank you, Cody, because last week, Dr. Punching Stone, he was in a match for the IC title, and he swung for the fences with that devastating stone punch, and he missed. He kind of just went right for R-Truth, but he missed, and he punched the turnbuckle, shattering it, breaking it off, and there was no top rope for that whole match. It was absolutely insane, but we didn't spectate it, obviously. R-Truth, he knows that if he gets hit by the stone punch, it's lights out. So he goes to Nick Aldis and says, look, I know I have a match with Dr. Punching Stone tonight, but you need to ban the stone punch. It's not fair. And Nick Aldis went, you know what? The people demand to see the stone punch, damn it. Tonight is Extreme Rules. If he hits it, it doesn't disqualify him because we know how devastating it can be. So, of course, R-Truth, he's putting up all the stops he can do. He's literally channeling John Cena. He's hitting the 5-knuckle shuffle, hits Dr. Punching Stone with an FU, but it's not enough. That's only a 2 count, but Dr. Punching Stone gets up. He's hulking up almost. R-Truth rolls out, grabs a steel chair, slides back in, throws it at Dr. Punching Stone, but Dr. Punching Stone screams, "Stone punch!" and punches the chair directly back at R-Truth. And it just kind of like, you know, when it, like a cartoon, when the steel chair goes back and it just imprints Truth's face right onto the steel chair. That's exactly what happens. R-Truth crumples down, and Dr. Punching Stone gets the 1, 2, 3, and a 3.5 star match. That's what we're talking about, baby. That's how we open Raw. The people are chanting "Stone punch, stone punch." Hell yeah. The people demand it, man. Becky Lynch appears on screen. She's got a shoulder sling on, but she's got a mic in her hand, and she's off backstage somewhere and says, okay, here we go. Natty, you stroll into Raw and pull a cheap shot in the last women's standing match. It's more Scottish than Irish, but I'm trying my best. And take me title. You think you're the Queen of Hearts? Well, I'm taking me title back, and darling, you're headed straight for the local medical facility. Yeah, it's way more Scottish. I'm sorry, Scottish. Irish people out there.
No, it's okay. Maybe.
I try my best.
I like
it. Hard. It's hard to swap between the two. We got Drew McIntyre coming up too, and maybe I was locked.
I hope you accidentally sound Irish when he talks.
I hope so. That'd be great.
I hope so.
I hope so. Match 2, baby. Paragon J. Pierce, the local talent, is here. In, I think it was New Jersey. I think we're in Newark. I think I saw that. Trenton, New Jersey. Close enough. I have no idea how close they are. But he wants to make a statement tonight, and he comes in with his own ambulance. He drives the ambulance down to the ring. And Argus the Great, he's never backed down from a challenge, and he wants to take on the ambulance man himself, Paragon J. Pierce. And we can only one way to find out who is the true gladiator of the ambulance. Now, that's why it's his match, baby. It's a 1-star match. That's what I wanted to avoid. I wanted to get at least 1.5 or 2, but you know what? It starts a rivalry, and Argus doesn't get injured. There is no injury there, so luckily he doesn't get injured, but Paragon J. Pierce got a little bonus on popularity for that one then. Karrion Kross, he threw out Randy Orton's luggage out of the whole arena last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. I think it was last week. And Randy Orton, he didn't take kindly to that, and he kind of called out Karrion Kross, and they got into it. They got into a little kerfuffle. But this week, the arena fills with smoke, and Karrion Kross appears, and he says, last week, Randy Orton got lucky. He struck me when I wasn't paying attention. It was just supposed to be a chat between 2 men, and he takes a cheap shot, kicks me right in the head. Randy, you're a snake, and you know it. And not the good kind, not a viper. you're a garden snake. So I'm coming for your trophy, your head. And he's going to put a little garden snake trophy on his mantle if he beats Randy Orton. Randussy, if you will. Match 3. Nikki Cross versus Lola Vice. We've been here before. We've seen it before. I'm pretty sure Nikki Cross has the upper hand on Lola Vice. Lola Vice may be the reason why Kalani Jordan and Lola Vice can't put it together for these tag titles. And tonight it's a one-on-one action to see if that is the case. Or can she pull out a victory? No, exactly. Nikki Cross kind of catches Lola Vice with a mid-back flip kick, hits the purge, and just ends it with a smile. 2.5 stars, but we do go up to level 3. That's why they're the mid-card matches, people. Demon Finn Balor, he storms the arena, or storms the ring. He's pissed off. He's got a microphone in his hand, and he's rubbing the paint off of his face because he's so pissed. He goes, this place, even if we're in New Jersey, all I smell is maple syrup and mediocrity. Every single title, Canadians, Owens, Zayn, Spears, and even your women's champion is from Calgary. Nick Aldis, you've turned Raw into Monday Night Hockey, and it's hell. I hate hockey. Kevin Owens, I'm done watching your smug bearded face hoard all the titles. I'm coming for you, and I'm gonna burn your maple leaf to ashes. And Demon Finn Balor, that goes to level 4. You know these two are in an extreme rivalry when you're about to burn maple leaves. What did they ever do to you, dude? Jeez. Match 4. What'd you say?
Nothing.
He said
Go
they're
ahead.
losing the playoffs, I think is what he said.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Anyways, the Abyssal Brothers don't lose. If they lose to Chuck McSwagon and Kombucha, there's going to be some hell to pay for Brooks, I would say. Brooks Jensen needs this win more than you can imagine, and that's why Abyss, he's letting them start this match. And is that the right move, or should Abyss have started this one? It was the right move, because when you believe in your tag team partner, only good things will happen. And Brooks Jensen gets it done, absolutely puts the screws to both Kombucha and Chuck McSwagon. And Abyss didn't even have to get into the ring. So hopefully this is the confidence booster that Brooks Jensen needs to get going a little bit further and help Abyss capture the gold. AJ Styles comes out and he says Drew McIntyre wanted to start a war, but he shows up without a microphone. You forget your mic, you forget your edge, you forget why you're here on Raw, and you forget that I'm fucking phenomenal. And I'm coming, so bring your A game or bring your sorry self back to Scott. And he gets absolutely kicked in the back of the head. Drew McIntyre is in the arena, he's in the ring, claymores AJ Styles, picks up his mic and says, AJ, you wee gobshite, ain't didn't need a mic to kick your head clean off your shoulders. You can smile and pose all you want, but I'm coming for you, and I'm gonna end every single bout you've ever had and let you leave this show with your tail between your legs. And that's what Drew promises. He promises that AJ Styles will not be on Raw by the end of the year. How he's gonna do that? Stay tuned and find out. Like and subscribe.
Yep.
There you go,
Please.
guys. Got that. Thank you. Please.
Can you love and subscribe?
No, you can only like on YouTube. So
Oh, damn.
We aren't to that point in the relationship
Good
yet.
lord.
yeah. But in the main event, Oba Femi has made it crystal clear. He wants the IC title, then he wants the world title. And Sean Spears is feeling disrespected by that statement and says, you're going to have to make me quit if you want this title. Apparently, it's Oba Femi's specialty match. I kind of missed that. So Sean Spears has got it in for him tonight. And just like that, baby, Oba Femi back on top, is going back and forth. Sean Spears locks in a shitty little sharpshooter. I don't know if he actually does it, but all Canadians do a sharpshooter, so you got to assume he does one. But Oba Femi powers out, picks him up into a torture rack, and Sean Spears has no choice but to tap out. And Oba Femi is your new Intercontinental Champion. Where is he going next, baby?
Well, we don't know where he's going next, but I do know where we are going next, and that is on the adventure of a lifetime. This card is juicy, so let's get started. We start out with the ladies, because ladies first, of course. Sol Ruka trying to become what Trish Stratus now is, which is a legend. But you gotta take your lumps, you gotta go through some trials and tribulations. Sol Ruka is the champ right now, but does she fend off and keep the belt? No.
Wow.
Trish Stratus gets her championship. Sol Ruka, the rivalry grows to level 2. Trish says maybe you're not quite ready to be the face of the brand just yet. And then she's like, Oro Mensah heard that. It's like, shit, that motivates me. I'm going to get in. And he is working his way to become a level 20 superstar one day, just like the great Triton is to this brand. But Oro Mensah getting in the gym, has a good workout, gets the XP up, which is always appreciated. Ugh. All right, now Brett Tista versus the Usos. Batista wanted this partnership. Let's see what the chemistry is like. Let's going against a very well chemistried tag team in the Usos. Is it enough to overcome?
Wow.
Yes, okay. Okay, so Batista
They're forced.
starts out hot.
Damn.
And they come out with a rivalry. Bret Hart does not get hurt. Thank goodness the card worked and did its job. So this might be a bit of a power couple in terms of tag team glory here on NXT 2.0. Let's see where that goes. And then Thea Hale calls out Candice LeRae, says you're taking too many weeks off. The rivalry grows to level 3 as we get ready to juice up those rivalries for our go-home show. And then Ilya Dragunov, Eddie Thorpe, they're like, yo, we just want to wrestle. We're not tired at all, boss. Just get us in the ring. We'll make a good match happen. So I was like, all right, we'll get you in the ring. Make me proud. Oh. Oh. They made me proud. The fans are disappointed. But what do they know? They don't know wrestling. And so sad to see. But Ilya Dragunov gets the big dub against Eddie Thorpe. And then Gunther calls out Batista, said your tag team chemistry sucks. Your match sucked. And you suck.
Wow.
And he drops the mic.
Blocked him.
Dude, that was a heavy hitter of a promo. That's just what Gunther is. That's like getting chops from him, except verbally. The rivalry grows, level 3. So Batista fighting a war on a couple fronts here. He's got the Usos after. He's still got to stare Gunther right in the face and take him on when the time comes. Level 3, the rivalry. And then Fallon Henley just unlocked that giant clock, but she has not won just yet. She's still a bruiser. Blair Davenport says, yeah, you're a bruiser, all right. You're cruising for a bruising. He gets in the ring and beats her ass. Says you should have been a giant. You need the swap. You need the change up because you ain't bruising anybody. The rivalry grows. Level 3. Mediocre match. And then Stacy Keibler says, hey, Canada, Cody.
Hello.
I got legs. And then that's the 2
Yeah.
pops right there. That's the 2 pops
yeah,
right there.
Yeah, we pop it over here.
Yeah, they are. There we go. Stacy Keibler gets a little bit of pop and allows Braun Breaker to have a nice little rest this week. And then here we go. The Gauntlet Eliminator for the title. Rey Mysterio, he said in the emails to start this week, anytime, anywhere, he's down to fight. He doesn't care. So we're going to put that to the test. Sandman, he's going to get a shot, but he through 3 legends, 3 immortals to get the strap. Does he have what it takes? Ultimate Warrior comes on the brand and immediately gets a title shot. and a chance to extend his contract. Honky Tonk Man limping into the ring tonight, trying to get the strap around his waist to go along with his cool guitar, and a nice contract extension, and probably a trip to the hospital. A lot going on. We're just going to throw all these bees in a box and shake it up and see what happens.
Buzz,
so here we go. Who's coming out?
Warriors!
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Wowzers.
So in a classic match, Ultimate Warrior and Sandman, though, they must have hell of a start to this Gauntlet Eliminator match because they spark a rivalry immediately.
Yeah.
But Ultimate Warrior is going to be sticking around. He gets that bonus. Was it 3 weeks we said,
Yeah,
Cody? Was that what we read? 3 weeks extended onto that contract. So he's going to be around for a while. But don't forget about Ray. He just got that strap, and he is not too fond of losing it. So he's not going anywhere either, folks. Honky Tonk Man, thankfully, only out for 2 weeks. We can weather that storm. So a lot going on there, but a beautiful finale. And welcome to the brand Ultimate Warrior. The gold looks nice around you, kid.
Beautiful.
For our rundowns here, WCW kicks it off. 4 stars for Mankind beating Xavier Woods in the Underground match. Rivalry level 2. Snips and Clips comes up short against the Baldies. 3 stars on that match. 3.5 stars for Tatum Paxley defeating Io Sky. Their rivalry now level 4. Kevin Nash wins a triple threat match over Chris Sabin and Nathan Frazier. 3.5 stars on the match. Sabin and Frazier rivalry level 2. And in the main event, 4 stars. Axiom takes down Kofi Kingston in the Extreme Rules match. Their rivalry now level 3. On the call side of things, the double down hits on both fronts. Tony and Six go from level 2 to level 4. NXT 2.0. Trish Stratus kicks off the night with a 3.5 star victory over Sol Ruka, becoming the new women's champion, and their rivalry up to level 2. Batista prove their value off rip, taking down the Usos in a 3-star match, igniting a new rivalry. Ilya Dragunov gets the victory over Eddie Thorpe in a 1.5 star contest. 2 stars for Blair Davenport taking down Fallon Henley. The rivalry up to level 3. And in the main event, 4.5 stars. Warrior gets the job done, becoming the new NXT champion, starting a rivalry with the Sandman. Honky Tonk Man injured for 2 weeks. On the callouts, Thea Hale pushes the rivalry with Candice LeRae to level 3. Gunther pushes the rivalry with Batista to level 3. Then we head over to Raw. 3.5 stars in the Extreme Rules match. Dr. Punching Stone able to take down R-Truth with that vicious stone punch. Ambulance match. Paragon. Jay Pierce. I wasn't ready. My voice wasn't ready to change it. I was tough. It was like going through puberty there. Takes down Argus the Great in that ambulance match. 2 stars for Nikki defeating Lola Vice. Their rivalry up to level 3. The Abyssal Brothers take down Chuck McSwaggin and Kombucha. 2.5 stars in that tables match. In the main event submission match, Oba Femi becoming your new Intercontinental Champion with the victory over Shawn Spears. Call outside of things, Becky Lynch. Level 2. I don't remember what levels were what for this one. My apologies. Becky Lynch level 2 with Natalia. Karrion Kross level 3 with Randy Orton. Demon Finn Balor, this one I know for sure, where he pushes a feud to level 4 with Kevin Owens. And then AJ Styles level 2 with Drew McIntyre. Finally, ECW 3.5 stars for Charlie Dempsey successfully defending his championship against Angelo Dawkins. 2.5 stars. Molly Holly wins the triple threat over Scarlett and Nia Jax. Lash Legend 3 stars takes down Wendy Chu. Their rivalry up to level 3. Nikita Lyons 3 stars defeating Kiana James. And in the main event, 3 stars. Omos taking down Eddie Guerrero. Their rivalry up to level 2. On the callouts, Giovanni Vinci successfully calls out Grace Waller for level 4. But nobody apparently wants to see Pretty Deadly in the ring. The feud with Aton Down Under does not move. For our recaps, ECW is going to get a 107. They're going to get 6,800 fans, $92,000. And Josh Briggs, who lost the title to Charlie Dempsey, said, "Nice work. But you're going to need to step it up against me." And Trick Williams randomly taking shots at Pat McAfee, as you do. For WCW, we're going to get a 121 rating score. We're going to get $16,000 thousand fans, $58,000. And up the top there, Raw Concerto TV, of course. Sips and Clips, no match for the Baldies. Oh, DQ. They couldn't hang, so they went for the DQ. Unbelievable. Tamina with her one promo skill mocking the promo skill. Also, I just noticed Tatum Paxley. That was a very Tatum Paxley-esque tweet.
True.
Just crazy amount of Haas there. She's in her head. Mind games. For Raw, it's going to be a 106 rating score. 6,000 fans. $700. But the Abyssal Brothers have chemistry as a tag team.
Punching Stone winning a match. The losing streak's over, says the champ.
He's fired up for it, man. How could you not be? And then finally, NXT 2.0, a 119 rating score. They're going to get 16,000 fans, $25,000. Of course, Batista has their chemistry. Javon Evans says time to leave all the losers behind.
Sandman randomly taking a shot at it.
Keeping that career alive with luck. Got it.
All right.
I know a guy 3 coming my way for the commissioner goal. Canada going to get a contract negotiation 2.
Ooh.
Cheek. So he completed all those challenges. So he gets his 5 challenges trophy for this season and contract negotiation 2 as well for his commissioner goal and tables master for the tables match and the best offense as his random card for 10 tag team matches and get schooled 3 for his training montages. So a nice power card week there for Cheek.
Yeah.
And there are the standings. I am in first place. Cheek is 34,000 fans. Behind me, Armando is 61,000 fans behind Cheek. And Canada is 24,000 fans behind Armando. Ooh, we go to Reno and Raw.
All right. Oh, no. Maybe we lost fans. Lola Vice isn't happy either. Oh, shit. I don't think she's going to give me another chance.
Why are you so scared of Lola Vice being put?
Oh, shit.
She's going to want 100. He's going to want 100 grand, and I can't give it to her. And she's
tell her to piss off.
Yeah, I know, but she has 2 feuds on the go, I think, so it's really tough to lose. Yeah.
They're high-level feuds, too.
It might be worth keeping. I don't know yet. We'll come back to that. Kevin Owens is psyched. He wants to make an appearance at the PLE.
He never gets to be on them, so he's like,
must be in Canada.
Ooh,
hey, there we go.
Hey, there we go.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I think we should just stop there.
What?
4 goals clutch.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going.
Hell
We're
yeah.
gonna keep
Let's
going.
go, dude. Push the envelope.
Oh crap. 100K bonus. We go down to 31K. I just don't think I can do it for a level 7 ring experience, 48 popularity. I can go sign somebody else for a lot of money, I think. I don't know what to do here. I think I got to give it to her. Those feuds are just too... They're just too good. I know. I don't want you leaving Raw. They're just too... Because we need to book that match this week, too. At least one of them. And I wish...
Go
we
home
don't.
week.
Go home?
This is it, folks.
I hope so.
I hope so.
So we're gonna leave that. We're just gonna go ahead and start booking. What we're gonna do, since it's the go home show, I think we will book our World Heavyweight Championship on this Raw, meaning tag team call it. We're gonna do another tag team match. Oops, needed to be the opposite way around. We need these boys calling out those boys, and the Abyssal Brothers get the week off, but they're gonna make an appearance at the pay-per-view again. They're just so nice. They got to do it twice, dude.
Mm-hmm.
The Demon Finn Balor is at level 4. So that one needs to be this week. We're going to head and book that. I think it's going to be a 1v1. Not sure yet. Wow, we did a smish match, and I just realized we didn't go up a popularity at all here, or a level in
I feel like we
robbery
have
at all here.
collectively had such a low hit rate on the submission match. Not only getting the extra level, but even getting 1 level. I feel like we've all tried.
Yeah. The hell is that, dude? Okay. We're gonna get this tag match in for sure because we just paid Lola Vice $100,000 million. So get your asses in here. Hopefully you can win a damn match. And if you're gone after this week, see ya forever. Honestly.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye. Oh yeah, Paragon J. Pierce left, so that feud is Gonzo. We can end Randy Orton, Karrion Kross. Again, Drew McIntyre and AJ Styles. I thought that went up to level 3, but maybe it was only a level 2 that it went up to. I thought it went up. I don't know. I have to watch that one back. So yeah, we're gonna end this just because that makes sense. I almost kind of want to put them into the world title match, but I just don't know if I have enough to book here. I'm pretty sure we do have a lot of injury rehab 3s, so I might have to kind of put somebody out there to just send her, you know what I mean?
Full send.
A full sendy. Dr. Punching Stone is getting up there, man. I like seeing it. R-Truth, I mean, we could try to end feuds right now by making a... I don't think I have enough for a cage match, though, do I? 42, no, I don't. So I can't be ending feuds like that. We're just going to have to build them up to level, or to show either 19 or 20. So we're going to go ahead and book... Ooh... I think a fatal 4-way. Call it #1 contenders match for the IC title, maybe. Let's do that. These 4 boys. R-Truth, Punching Stone might get injured. It's Punching Stone's specialty. It's Extreme Rules. We're giving him the push, but he might get hurt.
Good push.
And Alexa Bliss is in a match tonight. She's going to call out Alexa Bliss. Sarah, I guess. And Sami Zayn is going to cut some charity. Ooh. No, he's not, apparently. Because that...
Just release somebody.
That charlatan.
Release Lil Vice.
We're gonna have to do a advertising. Could you imagine? That's not gonna end tonight, but we can get it up a level, and then we will do Sean Spears calling out Obafemi. I think that's going to give us our best shot here.
Good go home show.
It's not bad. I think the ring experience between the 3 gentlemen there on the right are going to help balance out Dr. Punching Stone. I'm just thinking about the curve here because we got an Extreme Rules match, but we got level 16 for Natalia, but her popularity is up at 74. She has more popularity than anybody else. This is gonna be a tough curve. I'm not 100% sure on swapping these or not, but I think with the specialty match here is gonna rank better because this is level 4 feud between 2, pretty high level ring experience guys. I think I'm just gonna leave it a normal match. Although I think I still need. Oh no! Do not book your most popular fighter this week. Who the hell is that? Fighter, R-Truth. Okay.
I think that's fair because that's a solid card.
That's a very solid card. It's don't book, right? In a match, I know just not at all. I can't do a call out. Can't do nothing. So he's got to sit this week. Unfortunately, R-Truth, he did get stone punched. I guess that week off makes sense. I mean, lore wise, although this is a title match, level 4 feud, that's now starting for sure. Actually, we're gonna make this a tables match and this a normal match because I'm pretty sure we need a tables match. Yes, we do. Perfect. We'll worry about stuff like self promos later. We got tag matches going and a tag match next week. We're kind of tight here on these, but if I need to, I can just spam tables matches. So I think we're good, and I think that curve is half decent. Is there any cards I can pop this week to help my ass? I think we're gonna just chill
out.
Chill out, dude. Yeah, yeah. You want to chill out, dude? I could put this on Punching Stone, but he's only got 2 weeks left. We'll see if we can keep him. Bad timing.
Whoa.
Nope, I'm not gonna hit Cody because he literally just did his thing. So I've been the dumbest move I've ever done, other than giving Armando 60k. So let's just, not do that this week and just hit accept and be happy with our choices in life.
Oh, didn't expect it to come to me. All right. So as I stall for time here, all right, Honky Tonk Man contract.
Uh-oh.
Damn. So he's just out, and there's nothing I can do.
True. Yeah, he's out.
He's hurt. So maybe that's a fair way to end it. You know,
I would say, I'm not saying you would want to do it here, but just in case someone watches ever in the spot, if you have a contract negotiation or some sort of contract card, you could just hit that with him, because if he wasn't injured, he would be usable tonight.
Mm-hmm. True. So we'll see. He might be done. We'll figure things out. Oh God, Eddie Thorpe, give my adoring fans what they want. I better be on the card tonight. Who's gonna have to pay Howdy? What demands can you possibly
Dude,
have?
Reno needs them.
I don't care. So all right, and there's Batista coming to kiss his own ass about Brett Tista, and you proved yourself to me before when you renewed my contract. Great work, you, just because I hit my promises. So anyways, all right, so we need an Iron Man match. Ooh, pretty solid one. And then Eddie Thorpe wants to make an appearance. Okay, doesn't need to make a match, just needs to make an appearance. So let me go to the power cards. Pre-match physio. We saw how valuable those can be, so I'm gonna nab, and then I do have contract extension if I did want to pop on Honky Tonk. But I got some pretty heavy hitters here. 2 weeks coming here for Stacy and Keeler, and I want to for sure keep these 4 a while. The rest of we only got a couple more left, but so I don't know. It could be interesting, or it could be part of a sign and trade. Weeks and trade him and try to get some value from him instead of him walking. So I don't know. I gotta think about it. Gotta drink about it. But yeah. So anyways, a lot of health spas, injury rehabs. Tables is tempting, but I don't really want to spend a lot of money. But we are gonna pop the Get Schooled, and okay. So Sol Ruka could take a massive Triton. It's gonna take him a while to keep progressing, but that would be a big push. Candice LeRae's 16 as well, but Sol Ruka's more of better chance to be a permanent fixture on this brand. No one else is really close to anything. I mean, Gunther, we can keep pushing him, get him maybe to a level 20, but I think although the long-term play is going to be Sol Ruka, so I think I'm going to pop this on her. Boom, she's up to 19 now. So she is juiced up, ready to roll. Love that. I don't think anybody had anything there. So, all right. So we're going to get started. Just want to see. So Eddie Thorpe and an Iron Man match. And then all right. So I think what I'm doing for Bad Blood, and it's pretty fitting. We're gonna have Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy duke it out next week, so we're gonna leave them be. But we are gonna have Eddie Thorpe and Jimmy Uso. Even though it's heel on heel, we're gonna have this on the card tonight. Batista, Gunther. We're gonna get. Let's get them. Let me just put some things together, see how things play out. Soul Trish, I think. Blair Davenport, Fallon May seems like a decent one. Is there anything else? Candice LeRae through Hale. This is pretty lackluster to start out here on paper, but we're gonna see what we can do. I don't know who should main. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Soul and Trish, and we're gonna have Gunther Batista open. Okay. What else we got? Rey Mysterio. Let's do. Let's do a little self promo. We're gonna get. I feel like we need to get Trident. I feel like Trident needs to work on getting some popularity up. We need to get him a bigger part of this brand. We're gonna have Bret the Hitman Hart. We're gonna see if he can do a little. Let's have him do charity. We're gonna have Ultimate Warrior, since he's level 5. Have him do some charity. And let's have Braun Breaker. Let's get him in the mix. Let's see if he can do some self-promo, actually. Try to get them a little juiced up. All right, and then pretty weak mid-card, not gonna lie. I mean, a couple level 3s. But let's do, oh, perfect. Iron Man match specialty is what we need. Thank you, Sol Ruka. We needed that to get our cards, so that will be the main. And then I kinda digged doing the Gauntlet Eliminator. It allows these guys, and it's Gunther's specialty, allows these guys to get their, but I can weeks here because, well, I guess it really only matters for Sir Ray, but
We'll help if Batista wins too, because he's on 5.
oh yeah, true. Yeah, I guess I overlooked Batista. So shut up. Let's get Ray right there. We're gonna move Batista back. Just play the odds. And then who deserves a shot?
Out of the title.
I don't know about going that far. Let's see. I'm tempted to throw Ilya into this thing.
Ilya.
He's got pretty good stamina. I feel like he deserves. Sandman's going to be intriguing too, but he doesn't have the stamina I'm kind of after. He's in a feud with Ultimate Warrior. I don't know. It just gets a little wonky. Let's think. I don't know.
We can't do wonky.
Nah, I'm not a big wonk guy. Oh yeah, it's just gonna get tossed to the dogs. Like, oh, actually, yeah, that's actually pretty good. Let me get Braun Breaker into that thing. Calling things on the fly here. Clear this promo, yes.
Clear it.
Let's see if he can make some noise.
You can check the location of all of your items.
Wow,
we can.
Siri thought I was talking to her. Said, see if you can make some, see if we can make some
Gotta
noise.
check the location of your items real quick.
Dumb phone, stupid wench. All right, let's have. Let's have a call out. I want to see if we can get. I feel like Oro Mensa Ilya Dragunov feud would be pretty cool. I'd have to flip one of them. Heel. But I feel like that's a nice little feud if we can do it. Let's just see. So all right, so there we go. I think we have a chance to steal a contract extension here. Hopefully Batista or Ray win, to be honest. That's going to be a pretty banging finale. And then we got some good level 3 rivalries right there. So I think, and look at that, we are right up to the dollar on the budget. $435 to spare. I don't really have any belts to put on because there's no belts besides the main event. So I think we're groovy. Ready for Reno.
All right. Well, Bobby Marquis pretty groovy, but I don't know if he's ready for Reno. I feel like things have been moving the wrong direction for him. Not enjoying being the guy the crowd boo.
Wow.
Turning face.
Damn.
You know what?
That's it. I want to be happy. I want to be loved.
Yeah. Snips and clips, man. Too
He's
bad.
tired
I
of-
made up my
Damn.
mind.
Looks like he wasn't cutting hair after all. He's just cutting his. I don't know. Whatever.
All right, then Farouk says he's been benched for a while, which is true. I mean, that was the whole point of his promo last week. He wants to get back in the ring. Yeah, we can find a spot for him. If anything, we can just toss him into a match with others. So that's fine. The crowd misses cheering for him. I mean, got 4 fans back on track with him last week. He's happy to know he's still part of the plans. Rest the male tag champs for pre-match physio. Pre-match physio is solid, but that would mean I'm doing the women's stuff on this show because 6 is one half the tag champions. So Farouk in a match is a promise. I've already got. Well, I don't know if I have a tables one, but I've got quite a few match step cards, so I'm gonna hold on that. Beginner's luck, no. Injury rehab 2. We've got a 3 and a 1, so I think I'm gonna hold there as well. Okay, so the decision I've got to make is if I want to chase a physio card or if I want to bypass that and do 6 and Tony on this show with the 4 ladies going to the PLE where I was gonna do a gauntlet match. So it's basically, do I want to do what I want in my heart, or do I want to pivot for that card that's honestly probably helpful for later? Oh man, really want to do that women's match, but I think I don't have a physio, and there's probably going to be a point where I need it, so I think I'm going to make the pivot for that. So let's do. So the gauntlet's still going to happen. It's just going to happen here versus being spectated. So we'll give champion advantage of coming out last. I was kind of opened us up a moment for Tatum, so we're going to let her come out second to last. And then we're going to have the two baby faces kickstart the match, and Julia and Io. That'll be for the title. Then we are going to use, where the hell did it go? There we go. Gauntlet Master. So that's going to be our main event. Then put the other matches on. I have another stipulation card that I'll use, but let's figure out what I want on the card, and then I'll figure out what to use. So Tony and 6 is going to Bad Blood. 6 needs full rest anyway. Tony, I might have him do a promo. Let's have the Canadian Clippler is gonna turn face. Let's match his buddy. Let's go Axiom and Kofi. Let's get our women's tag match for the. I'll flip the titles on later, but have that. Then Farouk wants to be in a match. That'd be all faces though. I was gonna say have him with Sabin and Frazier, but that wouldn't work. We might. I really want to get, because we haven't been booking Alex Shelley because of the way stuff fell, so I'm trying to think how I could maneuver a little bit here. So I could go set it up like that. I could let Farouk crash this match. And then just all baby faces. So I think we're gonna have a lot of turns happening this show. So we are gonna go like that for now. But we are gonna have DeBaldies become evil. So Shaq is going to be naughty, and the Bald Eagle of WCW is going to become naughty as well. So that'll basically keep that tag feud alive. I need to get some heels anyway, and then that leaves one spot here, and we're going to give that spot to Tony. We're going to let him do training to see if he can get a little bit ahead of his pay-per-view match. And then let's look at the match type cards I have. So we've got tables, 2 tornado tags, 2 Hell in a Cells. Hell in a Cell I can't afford right now. How much is tornado tag? 30? Okay, so we're going to go tornado tag and use that card. So I feel, even though that's level 2, I feel like with the card, that'll be 5 stars. So we have 2 5-star matches. We'll see what the middle of the card brings me. And then Tony and 6 are going to compete in either a Hell in a Cell, an Iron Man, or a tables match at Bad Blood. Leave your predictions in the comments below on what match type of those I end up picking for those guys. Just for my head canon, I always third best match. I got to put third. I think this one will do better. This is face, so I don't anticipate this one going super well. Do I want to use... So I came into this episode thinking I would potentially use Network Special, pending how Rivalries came out. So The only thing I'm trying to decide right now is if I want to pepper that in. I'm also going to health spa 6 because he's going to have a big match at the pay-per-view, and I need the NWO to have something with a tag feud potentially after, so give him that extra. Okay, so do I want to use Network Special, or do I feel like I've got a solid enough show to not use it, or a solid enough show to use it and try to super take advantage? You know what? Screw it. We're using that. Network Special. Increase fans gained by 20%. I always debate on if I want to use this when I feel amazing about a show or when I feel terrible about a show. And I feel in the middle on this show, so we're going to use it there. That way we've used it in all circumstances. I think I'm good. Contract negotiation. We've got 5 weeks. Potentially 3 weeks on somebody if bad timing hits, but we don't have to worry about that next week no matter what. So I think I'm going to hold on the negotiation to determine what I want to do with said negotiation. Plus trade season on the horizon. You know, maybe someone like Mankind or Shaq gets traded.
Ooh.
You never know. You gotta weigh all options. So I think we're golden here. We put the titles on. The ladies are at the front and in the main. They're going to kill it. 2 5-star matches from them. And then we'll see what the hell the middle of this card brings. And also a lot of heel and face turns. Snips and clips, and DeBaldy's basically doing a double turn. But I feel decent. I feel like we'll be solid. We send it in.
He's feeling good. But you know who's not feeling good? Lola Vice. She demanded that 100K after being embarrassed by Nikki Cross last week. So now is her chance to turn this around and get gold with an actual champion beside your side with Kalani Jordan in that women's IC title. Excuse me, can she get it done for once and for all? No, absolutely not. So as this match goes on, it's a 4-star match. We love that. Rivalry completed. As the match goes on, Kalani Jordan was in the match pretty much the whole time. Every time she went to go tag Lola Vice kind of stepped away and went, well, I'm scared. I'm scared. And Kalani Jordan was getting pissed off, being like, what the hell is going on? Finally, eventually, Lola Vice was turned around yelling at a fan saying, get the hell in the ring. Kalani Jordan tags her. The ref orders her in the ring. And as Lola Vice steps in, Kalani Jordan is the one to walk away, meaning she is done with this partnership. She's got her own title to worry about. She's done with Lola Vice, and Lola Vice has got to figure it out, or what the hell are we doing here? But we got a 4-star match out of that. We'll take it. Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, best friends forever. Still your tag champions.
Best friends forever. Thing. I always say thing instead of ring, because for the longest time I thought it was thing, and then I was like 20 when I realized I said ring, and I'm like, oh.
Ring. There you go.
Ring.
Dang.
Brooks Jensen comes out, even though he's kind of covered by Abyss, and he says, so Abyss says, Kevin and Sammy at Bad Blood, we don't just want your tag titles, we want to leave your body in splinters. Tick tock until the Abyss swallows Canada whole. That goes up to level 4, and at Bad Blood, we are going to see another tag team bout here. What will it be? Who makes the stipulation? Find out. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned for Bad Blood. But in the next contest here, well, it wasn't really a contest because Natalya comes down to the ring with the new title over her shoulder and laughing and says, a week into my reign, and Becky Lynch is absolutely losing her mind. And then who comes out but Becky Lynch? She's still in the arm sling, absolutely kind of just favoring that shoulder. And as these two get into it in the ring, they're just yelling at each other. And Becky Lynch still throws the first punch. And as soon as she does that, Nick Aldis comes out and demands that these two, you're going to throw a punch even though you got a sling on. You might as well get into a match. So it's a non-title match tonight. Natalya versus Becky Lynch. Can Becky Lynch show that even though she's injured, she can? Because Natalya goes for a clothesline, misses. Becky Lynch ducks and somehow hits a one-handed one-armed manhandle slam. And that's an easy pin for the man. Sarcophagus comes out and says, what a joke of a team, because I'm here right now with the coughing attitude. I don't know who needs a tag partner. Is it Kalani Jordan? Is it Lola Vice? I will take anyone as my partner to show that I can crush Alexa Bliss and that freak Nikki Cross. And then, of course, Sarcophagus goes and coughs out of the way. In our match 3, I said it, this is a #1 contenders match for the IC title if that person wants it. We got the high rising Dr. Punching Stone, we got AJ Styles, and we got Drew McIntyre. Will AJ and Drew McIntyre be too kind of involved with each other? And can Dr. Punching Stone take this one away from these two? It's a battle for the ages.
Oh my.
Let's go, dude.
Oh my. Oh god.
Yeah. Oh, that's tough, boys.
Push-ins
Wow.
Yeah, guys. When you know what, when you push somebody, sometimes a few weeks left on the roster. So unfortunately, we might have to let Dr. Punching Stone walk. I'd have to take 2 of my cards to bring him back. And of course, his contract coming up. So we can let him sit in the free agency for just a little while he gets off of his injury. Sami Zayn pops up on screen and says, hey there, folks. Sami Zayn here with a deal hotter than a summer July day in Moose Jaw, buddy.
Oh.
It's half price Tim Hortons when you bring your own double jug cup to Bad Blood, buddy. So support your local Timmys, eh? And Tim Hortons, they gave the brand $11,000 for that promo. So shout outs to Tim Hortons. Sami Zayn only loses 3 popularity. 3, probably it was Demon Finn Balor, Karrion Kross, and Abyss, who hated that promo because they hate Canada and hate Tim Hortons. So it's a tough one. Karrion Kross and Randy Orton, I'm pretty sure this was a level 3 feud. I hope it was, and that's why we're trying to end it tonight. But if not, these two will keep going. It's the battle of the luggage tossing. Because Karrion Kross says he's eliminating every single superstar that needs to get off his brand, off of Raw, leave, get out of here. And Randy Orton didn't take too kindly to that. So tonight, it all comes down to this, unless it was only a level 2 rivalry.
Wow.
Oh, it's complete. It was level 3. 4 stars, Karrion Kross. Randy Orton kind of goes for an RKO, but Kross holds him up and doesn't let the RKO land. Instead, he kind of just slaps in a cross jacket, and Randy Orton passes out, doesn't tap out, he passes out, and Karrion Kross just kicks him out of the ring, says, get out of here. And of course, Randy Orton had to be helped to the back, so we'll see what happens with that. Sean Spears, he calls Obafemi a coward. And why is he a coward? Because he had to make him tap out and not gain a rivalry. And that's what cowards are made of. He says, if you actually want my respect, you got to pin me. And so Obafemi, he says, bet. That's all he said. He's just like, yeah, bet. I got you. I'm going to pin your ass at later. And that goes to level 3. But in the main event, Finn Balor has had an absolute vendetta against Canada. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Sean Spears, Natalya. Who else is Canadian? I don't know. The Canadian Clippler, he's like, I hate that guy.
Oh, yeah,
I hate WC. I can't watch WCW because of that asshole. But it all comes down here. He gets his shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. Kevin Owens comes out with 2 belts over his shoulder. He's a 2-time champion, but he's got to go up against a lot in these next 2 weeks. What's going to happen tonight? Can Demon Finn Balor get it done, or is the Canadian stand strong, man? And Kevin Owens, he rolls out of the way of a coup de grace, and Demon Finn Balor lands on the ground, turns around for a fast stunner. And of course, guys, it wasn't a fixed match. Kevin Owens is just that good, and we're going to see him at the pay-per-view again. Will he be a 2-time champion after Bad Blood? 4.5-star classic. Demon Finn Balor has to go cry about Canada somewhere else. What is he going to do about that? Find out on the next episode of Raw.
All right. Gauntlet Eliminator time, part 2 on this episode. Can Batista or Rey Mysterio get the elusive contract extension. For my wallet's sake, I am hoping so. But it would be pretty cool to see Braun Breaker actually run the gauntlet, and then Gunther is thrown in. He's got some beef to settle with Batista. So let's get to it. Oh, Ray comes in last.
Shit.
Oh, there goes the curve. So Rey Mysterio, Braun Breaker of all people get a rivalry started. The rivalry completes with Gunther and Batista. And Rey Mysterio gets a 3 weeks added on to his contract extension. So that's pretty cool. We love to save money. Good start. And Triton comes out, says he should have been in the Gauntlet match. Bullshit. That he's tired of doing all these training sessions. He wants to actually get in the ring. He says, you dedicated all this time building me up from a jobber, making me a true king. I am now amongst the legends in my ring XP, but yet you still don't push me. He's had enough. And the two fans there, they're Cody and Canada, they're like, yeah, let's see him in some matches.
Yeah,
damn
let's
it.
see in some matches, damn it.
So, do we please the audience or do we keep them wanting more? And then Jimmy Uso, Eddie Thorpe, the final battle of the I hold my fist like this.
Final
Like
fist.
Final fist. Who gets fisted?
Whoa.
Wow.
Eddie Thorpe
Farino.
Damn.
fists him.
Fist him. Barely
Leaves Jimmy pissed. He's still holding that fist because he's angry. Eddie Thorpe does it in front of his fans in Reno. They are going mild as the match is okay.
It's all right.
And then Bret the Hitman Hart.
Hitman.
I don't even know what the hell he'd come out and want to talk about.
Terry Fox.
Maybe he says one time at one of these PLEs, but I came out and I had my pink shades on, and there was this little Canadian kid at the front row. And I handed him.
Yep.
I handed him those shades. And rumor is he still has them to this day. And rumor has him he's in the CodyVerse.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah,
Layers.
that's So Bret the
That's
Hitman
another-
Hart just spreading some more. And then Thea Hale, Candice LeRae, back from her hiatus. She's fresh, and she gets a big dub as she completes her rivalry and gets the win. 2.5 stars. And okay, that is a perfect mid-card match, but Candice LeRae, big victory. Let's see what we have in store for her as we go down to the final couple PLEs. An Ultimate Warrior with the ultimate promo. He says, screw Honky Tonk, man. You got me now. Honky Tonk. He's a bum. He's battered, bruised, busted. But you know what I am? I'm flexing, and I'm the champ already. I already won your stupid Gauntlet Eliminator. I want more. I need somebody worthy. Who do you have for me? So who is worthy to take on the Ultimate Warrior? I have to wait and find out. But he is ready to defend the title. And let's see. Blair Davenport called out Fallon Henley last week. Said you should have switched classes, lady. You giant. You're going to need to be one to beat me. But Blair Davenport, though, she's getting a little tired. Let's see if that opens the door for Fallon Henley. Can she overcome all odds? No. Blair Davenport yet again. She even hurts herself while kicking Henley.
Means that much.
And just gets the big dub. Maybe this is what Fallon Henley look herself. Say, you know what? I need to become more. I need to be bigger. I need to be a giant. Does a class change kickstart her new trajectory among the women's division? We'll find out. And then there we go. Ilya Dragunov gets the rivalry started with Oro Mensa. Be a fun little rivalry there. One of them's gonna have to go heel. Who is it gonna be? Who's gonna be the bad guy?
Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah. Oro or Ilya? Which team are you on?
Aurelia.
Or Ilya? Ilyor.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Yeah. What's his evolution?
Aureliot.
Hmm.
I'm
Wow.
embarrassed by how
Wow.
ready I was for that.
All right. Well, hopefully this finale doesn't embarrass anybody. Sol Ruka is ready to get her title back. She is ready to take the next, become a legend. She hit the gym after getting beat by Trish Stratus a week ago, after losing gold. Trish Stratus said, "You're good, but you're not quite ready yet." But Sol Ruka, she made huge strides. She is pushing legend status, and she thinks that she's ready. So I even helped her out. I gave her her own match specialty as the stipulation tonight. All the stars are aligning. Can she have her moment right here, right now? Can she overcome one of the greatest females to ever do it?
Oh.
Or does Trish Stratus? She says, "You're good, but you're not quite in the Stratus." And a classic to end it. Trish keeps the strap. And Sol Ruka goes back to the drawing board yet again. What a finale. What a card here at NXT 2.0. Surely you won't be disappointed with what you see on the screen next.
Oh, God, am I disappointed to see ECW. Oof.
Look at Tyler Bate's little mouth.
They're
No
kicking it
kidding.
off. TNT versus AOP. Trick Williams is pissed. He was making fun of Pat McAfee on Twitter last week. But now he's got to put up or shut up, man. We'll see
Trick
if Trick Bait, take down Aikman Razor. Hell no! The backstage brawl
man.
goes in favor of the AOP. They get their tag titles back. I definitely thought that those teams were already in a feud, but they weren't. They start a feud. 3.5 stars. AOP with the victory. Eddie Guerrero calls out Omos and says, "You got lucky last week. Everyone knows you're lucky. Everyone knows it was a fluke, and that's why we aren't even fighting tonight, because nobody wants to see you in that ECW ring." I was really mean of him to say that, and Omos didn't like it. So their rivalry is level 3. And then Nikita Lyons has built a strong feud with Kiana James. And then, they were talking to Armando. They're like, "Are you going to book us in like a blow-off match with the go home?" And Armando said, "Hell no. Nikita, you're going to be in a triple threat with Charlotte and Nia Jax, because we can." And Charlotte Flair wins that random triple threat in a 2.5 star match. And then Kiana James says Armando didn't want to book us because something about levels, and it's got to be like 3 or 4 to blow. I don't know. It sounded like made up semantics that would be put in a video game or something. So I'm calling you out, Nikita, to get us to whatever this fictional level thing is. And then they get to a fictional level 3. Last woman standing. Molly Holly grabbed a win last week. Jakara Jackson, though, looking to humble the legend, but she gets humbled herself. 3 stars. Molly Holly in the victory does start a feud with Jakara in the process. Then Pat McAfee still pissed off, but he's happy for his boys. He hypes up AOP and he says, "Look, Akam and Orazar, they got it done earlier tonight. The AO got it done, and I'm here to pee." And then he pulls down his drawers, takes a piss in the ring, and the ECW crowd, they're all about that, man. That was extreme. 5 fans head their way, and nobody wanted to see him last week, but they're seeing him this week. Pretty Deadly is in the ring this time, and they're taking on A-Town Down Under. But Grayson Waller's been really distracted, man. And for lore purposes, we're saying Giovanni Vinci came out to the ring and stood there with a bowl of loser soup, and it scared Grayson Waller so much that it allowed Pretty Deadly to take advantage, get a pin on Austin Theory. 3 stars on the match, but no movement on Rivalry. And then Angelo Dawkins said, "Hey, this isn't the last you've heard of Dawk Daddy. I got eyes on Charlie Dempsey. I got eyes on Josh Briggs. Just not tonight because they're not here, but I will get another opportunity, and I will become ECW World Champion, maybe, possibly." And somebody was vibing with that. Main event, triple threat action. Last week, they survived. Can they survive again? Winnie Chu and Lash Legend. All of a sudden, Indy Hartwell's like, yeah, I'll fight in this bitch too. And Lash Legend gets another victory, closing her feud with Winnie Chu in a 3.5-star main event. Still, nobody injured. And then we had WCW. Disappointments are over, baby, because we're kicking it off. Tornado tag. Bianca and Jade, they finally were the team to end the luxurious reign of the Kabuki Warriors as women's tag team champions. But now they've got to defend those titles. Tornado tag kicking us off. They're all in the ring. It's all chaos. And in the chaos, thrive Warriors. The Kabuki Warriors get the job done, get the titles back. Rivalry up to level 3, which we were wanting to carry that on. That's why we didn't book them last week. And I felt like with the power card, even though they were just level 2, we'd still get 5 stars. That was indeed the case. And what we're about to do is unprecedented because these next 3 promos and an email are all going to combine into one segment. It's going to be crazy out here. And I've tried to think of what this segment's going to be over the course of the last 48 seconds. So if this doesn't make any sense, that's why. So, as the crowd is awaiting the next match, all of a sudden the fans of Reno hear, and it's the Canadian Clippler, and he's got Bobby the Barber Marquis. They both come out to the ring, and the crowd is raining them down with boos, man. And they take the microphones, and their voices are very similar, so it's almost like you can't really tell which one's talking at which point in time, but it allows you, the viewer, to just, whichever one's your favorite is the one that's talking at that time. So the Canadian Clippler and or Bobby the Barber Marquis, they take the mic and they say, look, we haven't had the success that we wanted to on WCW. We wanted to rid the world of Uggos, and our mission was failing. We failed every time we stepped into this ring. We argued with each other. We blamed each other. We blamed all of you, but we realized we weren't the problem. You weren't the problem. The mission was the problem. We can't heal the world of Uggos when the world is beautiful and boisterous. It's everything we could ever want. We now see colors where we only saw black and white in the past. The shade of the New World Order. No! The New World Order be damned. Snips and Clips realizes that we don't need to save the world from Uggos and make it beautiful because it already is beautiful. And the fans are kind of like, okay, that's kind of beautiful and poetic for trying to come up with something in 48 seconds. That's not bad. And so the fans are kind of rallying behind that a little bit. And then all of a sudden, the Baldies come out to the stage, and the crowd's like, oh, the hell, the Baldies. Yeah, man, we like bald people. But then Tommaso Ciampa grabs a mic and says, Reno, Nevada. More like, nobody would ever be caught dead in this shithole. And the crowd's like, what the hell? What taking shots at Reno for? And so they start booing, and Shaq and Tommaso Ciampa, they start laughing and high-fiving. And Tommaso Ciampa, he says, you know something, I got this right here. And he holds up the United States Championship, and he says, it's not that I don't love my country or anything like that. I'm not like a defector by any means. It's just I realized that I am above this championship. And this guy right here, and he points to Shaq, he's like, Shaq is above this belt. We're above this brand. We're above Reno, that's for damn sure. We're above Snips and Clips. You got us fighting guys that trim hair. We don't have any, dumbass. We're above Sonya and her stupid decisions. We're above the CodyVerse. You want to know why we're above the CodyVerse? It's because not enough people are sharing, and subscribing. So why should we fight for you? We're above this. No, by the way, the Great American Cookout, the stipulation that allowed me to keep this championship, I cheated. I put some extra, we'll call it flavor, on Kevin Nash's grill that I knew the judges weren't gonna like. I tried to be the embodiment of good, but I've decided it's more fun if every villain is lemons. And then he drops the mic, snips and clips their faces. The Baldies are heels. WCW is falling the fuck apart. But I feel that something that could help WCW is if there were more kind man or mankind. So it's mankind. Xavier Woods and then Alex Shelley's just kind of vibing and hanging out, and that allows Xavier Woods to get the win because remember the New Day, they finally figured out how to beat the Motor City Machine Guns at the end of that feud. So Xavier Woods just kind of casually pinned Alex Shelley when Mankind wasn't paying attention, and Mankind was trying to get everyone in Reno to calm down. And then Shaq was in that other promo. Then Axiom and Kofi Kingston, they are excited to bring their feud to a close, but they find out before the bell rings as a WCW staple. Right before the bell rings, all of a sudden, we're just adding people to the match because WCW is a house fire, ladies and gentlemen. So Farouk is in the ring. He is now in this match, but Kofi wins it regardless. He gets the victory. Trouble in Paradise to Axiom. And as the match closes, he grabs a mic and he says, Tony D'Angelo, you said if you win the championship, you're done with the NWO. You're done with the New World Order. But what about the New Day? And people in Reno are like, ooh. So we'll have to see if anything happens there. And Tommaso Ciampa was in that earlier segment. Now it is Nathan Frazier taking on Chris Sabin. I don't know what that was going to happen here. It's two faces, but I don't want to turn the Motor City Machine Guns heel, and I don't want to turn Braxium heel for potential home stretch storylines in season 2. So we're kind of just vibing these guys as faces right now. We may pull a big show with one of these guys where like one of them turns heel and then like 2 weeks later I just turn him back face. But for now, they're both faces and they're fighting, and it's about respect and honor. And this time, Nathan Frazier is going to respect the win column, and because they're both faces, it's a disappointing match. And the network special will hopefully save us from a scenario where this normally can really dethrone a card if you have a match that low. But their rivalry is level 3. We take that. And then Tony D'Angelo on. It's a training montage. He's got his suit on. He's got his little sweatpants on. His fingers taped up real nice. He's got his head, his necklace. He's got the whole dang 9 yards. But this training montage, he's got the city behind him. He's running through the streets of Reno, and he's shaking hands. He's kissing babies, and he says, I'm going to save WCW when I get that championship. And then he starts practicing, holding on. I don't know why I'm being Italian because this ain't a promo. It's a training montage, But he practices lifting his arm in the air and symbolic of the motion he's going to make when he takes down 6 and becomes WCW World Heavyweight Champion. 7 ring XP for that, so we'll take that. That definitely gets him to level 12, which, hey, little extra XP can't hurt ahead of the PLE. Then it is Gauntlet action, women's championship on the line. Sonya lets Tamina know that as a champion, she gets to come out last, but the other ladies, they're going to draw numbers. But in a bit of confusion, Tatum Paxley once again is dressed as Io Sky, and it confuses Sonya Deville to the point that she gets it mixed up. It was actually supposed to be Julia and Tatum Paxley starting the match, but she thought Tatum Paxley was Io Sky, so then Io Sky started the match. And so Julia takes down Io Sky, who's pissed off and frustrated that she's starting the damn thing. Then Tatum Paxley comes out, but since Julia just beat Io Sky, she beats the person pretending to be her twin. And then it comes down to the final 2, the rivals, Julia and Tamina, and they have an epic clash. But Julia, we thought this might be Tatum Paxley's crowning moment, but she decides it is her crowning moment. She locks the Bianca in on Tamina, and Tamina, thinking that it's a cross-branded match at a PLE, taps out. Julia is, for the first time, your WCW Women's Champion. Both rivalries come to a close, and we get 5 stars on the main event to finish things off. For the rundowns here, it's WCW. Obviously, we just had it, so very fast here. 5 stars, Kabuki Warriors over Jade and Bianca. 3 stars, or excuse me, 3 levels on the rivalry. 2.5 stars, Xavier Woods wins the triple threat over Mankind and Alex Shelley. Kofi Kingston closes his rivalry with a victory over Axiom. Farouk was also there hanging out. 4 stars. 1.5 stars. Nathan Frazier and Chris Sabin have the rivalry go up to level 3. And then the main event, Julia successfully runs the whole gauntlet over Io Sky, Tatum Paxley, and then finally Tamina. Both those respective women's feuds come to a close. Then on NXT 2.0, the Gauntlet Eliminator. It is Rey Mysterio getting it done, getting 3 weeks on his contract, starting a feud with Braun Breaker. Batista and Gunther have their feud come to a close. A luscious 5-star opener. 2.5 stars. Freddie Thorpe getting it done for the hometown Reno fans, man. And fisted Jimmy Uso straight into oblivion.
Hey, yo.
Congrats to him as the rivalry comes to close. Rivalry comes to close with Candice LeRae back from her 2 weeks. I forget why she had 2 weeks off, but she's back from them, damn it. And she beats Thea Hale. Felt good after vacation and got it done to close that feud. Rivalry closes here as well as Blair Davenport finishes her feud with Fallon Henley, 3.5 stars. And then main event, rivalry only level 2, so these two ladies, they got plenty of unfinished business ahead.
Beef's not done.
4.5 stars. Trish hanging on to the women's championship. On the call side of things, Ilya Dragunov calls out Ora Mensah for a level 1 feud. And again, you got to let us know in the comments below who's going to be the naughty boy between those two. For Raw, 4 stars in the opener. Alexa Bliss and Nikki hang on to the women's tag team championships over Lola Vice and Kalani Jordan as that feud comes to a close in that 4-star match. 3 stars for Becky Lynch taking down Natalya. Their rivalry up to level 3. Dr. Punching Stone, he sacrificed everything for his moment in the spotlight. He beats AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre in a 3-star match. The rivalry between AJ and Drew goes to level 3, but Dr. Punching Stone injured for 7 weeks. Rivalry comes to a close as Karrion Kross able to take down Rand Dussy in that match. 4 stars there. And in the main event, 4.5 stars. Kevin Owens, he stays double champ, finishing off his feud with Finn Balor in Victorious Faction. On the call side of things, Sean Spears said, "You want my respect? Pin me." Rivalry level 3. Sarah Kofka said, rivalry level 3. And then the Abyssal Brothers, they've got their sights set on some Canadian stereotype. We're going to see him in the ring again at Bad Blood, now level 4. Finally, ECW, 3.5 stars. AOP, get the job done. Akam and Orizar take down Trickbait, TNT. New rivalry started, even though I thought they already had a rivalry. Fuzzy, old age, does things to you, I guess. Charlotte Flair wins a triple threat match over Nia Jax and Nikita Lyons in a 2.5-star match. Last woman standing, Molly Holly takes down Jakara Jackson. They begin a new feud. Pretty deadly over A-Town Down Under. 3 stars on the match. In the main event, rivalry complete between Wendy Chu and Lash Legend. Lash Legend winning the triple threat match that also involved Indy Hartwell. On the call side of things, Kiana calls out Nikita for level 3. Eddie calls out Omos for level 3. For Raw, they're going to get a 120 rating score. 53,000 fans, $97,000. Muscle House thought it was amazing. And another huge development in the rivalry between Becky Lynch and Ty. Can't wait to see where they end up. Educated Commissioner, man. Just he's locked in. He's dialed in, but 3-count worshiper just hoping Dr. Punchstone's okay. It looked like that hurt. NXT 2.0 going to hit a 126. Going to hit 66,000 fans. Lose $14,000 on the loss there, but it was a heavy investment for a strong show. Eddie Thorpe really enjoyed Tatum Paxley's tweet last week, so he's like, he just hit the copy pasta.
As he's fisting Jimmy Uso.
Just right into oblivion. And Colossal Concerto Musician, he liked the Bret Hart promo. Good to see, NXT 2.0 back in Bret Hart's cause. Good for him.
Let's go.
ECW going to get a 109 rating score. They're going to have 49,000 fans, $3,000. Rivalry between Lash Legend and Wendy Chu finally gets settled. Was hoping Chu would end up having the last word, but it was still a great finale. And Omos wants Eddie Guerrero to repeat it to his face if he has the guts next week at Bad Blood. And then finally for WCW, we get a 133.
Damn.
So the 1.5 didn't hurt us too bad. And then we also used the power card, so we got extra 20% of our fan gain there. So 95,000 fans coming our way. $6,000 in profit. And AJ Styles on his burner says phenomenal show, hashtag WCW. So that was it. Someone remind me why Chris Sabin and Nathan Frazier were fighting. I want to see someone get beat who deserves it. Crowd, Dr. Bro UK just loves both those guys. He doesn't want to see face. And Canada going to grab his network special to be used at a future date for that 20% boost for his Commissioner Gold. Cheek
boy.
Hey.
Going to get a Health Spa 3 for his Commissioner Gold. And I will get the physio for making the pivot 6, and Tony D'Angelo taking place at Bad Blood on my Commissioner Goal. So there are the standings there. So I am up 64,000 fans on Cheek. Cheek is up 77,000 fans on Armando, and Armando is up 14,000 fans on Canada. Who gets their Bad Blood emails first? I do.
Ooh.
All right, so 6. He loves being a certain Matt. Oh, I mean.
Shit.
Damn. He wants to be hurt.
Right. We might have to. The only thing is I don't have a power card for it. But.
Got 96 pop.
96 pop. Tony's at 83. It's a level 4 feud. He's level 25, and it is his that was the other thing I want to check. It's one of his specialty matches. So I think we make that pivot. So I told you guys, to let me know what match you thought this was going to be. If someone commented ambulance match, even though it wasn't one of the options, congratulations. 6 Tony D'Angelo are going to fight in an ambulance match, which we haven't spectated one this year. So strap in for that chaos, and 6 won't let us down. Xavier Woods has a proposition. He wants to have a partnership, one GM to another, wants to see if fans will love it. We will tell him yes. We got 3 weeks there. He is also incredibly popular. That shakeup card, just in case I forget to mention it next episode, our shakeup was anybody level 20 or higher. I don't remember what the popularity boost was, but gives a popularity boost to the people they're in the match with. So we booked a lot of triple threats in this build, and we have a lot of popularity right now, which was probably helping some of those ratings as well. So we're gonna give the partnership to Woodsy and try to build on that. He's looking forward to it. Someone's not gonna be happy, but it won't be us. Ha! Sony and Cheek aligned for the moment. So that finishes us up. So I got my emails first there, and overall I feel pretty solid right there. I used the network special on the Go Home show, and my thinking with it was initially I didn't think I was going to have a good Go Home show. Then I put it together, was like, no, this feels pretty decent. We're going to have 2 5-star matches. Was worried about the face-to-face match potentially tanking me. So we used network special. We ended up getting a strong show despite the 1.5-star match. Then add on the network special. It caused a massive gain there in the fan count. So we're able to stretch the lead a little bit, buys me a little bit of space to make a mistake, or as power cards start coming in, we've got power cards to respond with, but I know they're going to start hitting me. So getting a little bit of space there is always a good thing. I feel good. We're going to have Tony D'Angelo in 6 in an ambulance match, which should be super fun, and I'm super looking forward to that. No idea who I potentially want to put in the cross-branded matches, so that is very much up in the air for me. But overall, we feel pretty solid. We feel pretty excited. Good momentum for WCW this show, and I'm confident that we can put on a 5-star at Bad Blood as well. Canada, I'm going to go to you next here. On your side there, a rough first show, but you did, fairly strong with Go Home show. Put on some strong matches there. You've got a level 4 tag feud going into Bad Blood, so potential for you to have 5-star chaos as well on your side.
Yeah, exactly. And 100 grand losing it to Lola Vice didn't help either. Lost another 60 grand. We're losing money at a rapid pace when we need to gain money. So hopefully we can turn that around. Hopefully we can also win the Royal Rumble this year, because I'm looking forward to the only thing that I can look forward to in this season is the Royal Rumble, because season 2 is not looking great for your boy up north. But let's just see where we can at least land by after Rumble season, and hopefully season 3 looking a lot better. We got things up the sleeve. and hopefully we got enough firepower to make season 3 interesting.
Just as a refresher there, the Rumble is after pay-per-view 4. So we have this PLE, but we will build to one more PLE, and then after that will be that Royal Rumble special that we do once per season. So make sure you stay dialed for that. Cheek, on your side, you know, it's looking like, barring anything unexpected, we've got the Fiend versus Uncle Howdy. The two-faced teammates ended up in a feud and ended up coincidentally getting to level 4. So they're going to blow that off at the pay-per-view. Potentially a stipulation match, potentially a regular match. But then you also got, you know, a lot of big lurky boys out there. You made a massive signing with Ultimate Warrior, who became the world champion. The Gauntlet Eliminators played benefit to you on some contract extensions, but we did have to say goodbye to the Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah, and I think it was good overall to get rid of Honky Tonk. He was hurt for 2 weeks, so that wasn't the issue. The only thing was maybe if he was health stayed, I would have tried to trade him or something like that. I know I mentioned it. I didn't really want to drop a contract extension on him and then trade him. I'd rather use it on someone that's going to stay with the brand. So that was just something I was thinking of if I didn't want to just let him walk free. But I feel like it's okay because we kind of substituted Ultimate Warrior in lieu of Honky Tonk Man, which I feel like has been a great success so far. He became the world champ, extended his own contract already, so that already paid off for me. So things are going good. Excited to see what the Wyatt Six do when they're pinned against each other. That's a good tag feud. But to see them go against each other head to head is going to be fun. So I think Bad Blood is going to be banging, and then I'm looking to carry that as we head into the final 10 weeks or so of the season. So I feel like I'll continue making my big push, and maybe I'll need to make another splash on top of that in Ultimate Warrior. So a lot of ways to go, a lot of tricks and cards up my sleeve that I will be using down the stretch, so it should be fun.
And if you want to see those tricks and cards in Cheek's sleeve, there's nothing better you can do than subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're dialed in as these videos are happening. Hang out in those live premieres. Usually one or multiple of us is in there to chat around and have a good time. Maybe, just maybe, you know, one of those episodes you catch a gifted membership, and then you get exclusive access to extra videos, early access to MyGM videos. So when you're like, dang, I don't want to have to wait till tomorrow to see it, you won't have to anymore. There's so many great ways to get involved in this community. But as always, if you're watching these videos, if you are interacting with our content, thank you so much. Super appreciated. We hope to continue to grow this thing and make great things happen. And we got a great pay-per-view that's going to happen. Bad Blood in that next video. But until then, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Toodles.